a problem. That's what I'm gonna be doing in this video. I love the smell of concrete in the morning. Patch this really quickly, dig in on the other areas. You get to lick. Oh gosh, let's get that back, dude. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am doing more work as usual here at the camp. We're inside the blue iguana enclosure, and I'm trying to make a better place for her to lay her eggs. She did lay them underneath here, but I had to seal in an area because the problem is we got wire underneath here. She keeps laying the eggs under there. I'm gonna have to tear up the wire to get them, so I don't want her to lay her eggs over there. So what we're trying to do is I had put this in years ago for a different species of lizards to lay eggs, but over the while I moved rocks around and the soil has kind of eroded down. This plant's gotten bigger. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little form, this little corrugated pipe that I dug in half, and I'm gonna bury it in the ground, and I'm gonna leave some of it exposed so she can kind of start to dig underneath this. It'll hold its form, and then hopefully it's gonna entice her to continue to dig in an area that I can find the eggs in a little bit easier, have better access to the eggs. So right now, it's a little bit of digging. We're gonna be putting up, we're gonna be kind of getting this dialed, and I'm gonna show you what we're doing to make this little lizard's life easier at being a mom, because this year she should lay a bit more eggs. We had 3 healthy babies last year on the first time ever, and I'm predicting that once she gets a little bit bigger, she's gonna have more babies, much more eggs, because she did actually have about 7 eggs, but only 3 were good. And that's kind of normal when you have young female lizards of any kind. Their first clutch ever seems to be less fertile. And then as they get older, they get more healthy, their eggs and follicles develop more, and then she will lay actually more fertile offspring. So this is exciting. We're coming into the breeding season here. So I definitely want to have things ready. So that's what we're doing. We're just getting this ready. Now, this cage, look at this, guys. This is why I'm doing this. Look at this. We got a problem, Houston. Look at that. We actually have some rot. Oh my goodness, this cage has been here since 2005. That's 18 years. And the soil here in Florida is so acidic now. We actually have cement down below, but I'm gonna need to go ahead and really take a look at this. This is a problem. We don't want anybody to be able to dig out of here. So this is all normal. This is really good that I'm doing this because we're finding out that there are some weaknesses in the enclosure and we don't want an escape. So very important that you do this kind of maintenance. So this has just turned in from a simple project to a much more involved one, but I still think it's important for us to get the job done. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go buy some concrete, and we're gonna have to kind of line more concrete onto this. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in this video, thankfully. Oh boy, how lucky am I? All right, guys, let me keep digging and see what the extent of this rot is, and kind of brainstorm how to combat it. Here we go. Okay, so quick run to the home improvement center, hardware store, and we're gonna mix up a bag or 2 of concrete. And what we're gonna do is I've taken obviously some chunks, old chunk concrete, put it in there. We're gonna pour, and this is gonna be a quick fix, because obviously if it's rotting here, it's safe to say in the last 18 years, there's more spots that are actually compromised. So what I'm gonna do is patch this really quickly. They don't dig in any other areas. So what we'll have to do is I'm gonna have to go along the outside circumference of this, I guess not really a circumference, perimeter of this rectangle. And there is an aluminum bar here, which is an anchor point for the kick plate and for the wire. And then there's an aluminum bar at the base. So what I'm gonna have to do is dig around the whole thing, and I'm gonna put more wire, because where that bottom aluminum bar is, it's married to a cement foundation, which is great. The only weak point was over 18 years. This kick plate, this metal kick plate, has in fact corroded, rotted out. So we'll just go ahead, and I'm just gonna have to go around the whole thing. I might do a couple sections a day, but no worries, we'll get it done. Very important. But for now, we've got some chunk concrete. We're gonna pour in an L shape here, and we're gonna just kind of seal this at the moment. So I'm happy with this. This is gonna hold them in, and I'm glad we found it. So yeah, well, I don't know if it's good luck or bad luck, but it's some kind of luck. And the good news is my animals ain't loose running around. We don't want any of that drama. So let's go ahead and mix up a bag. I'm gonna mix up about a half a bag at a time. Ooh, I love the smell of concrete in the morning. Whew. So it's a little bit wet, so watch this. Oh, there seems to be a hole in the bucket. But that's a little too soupy, so you know what? We're probably gonna just go throw the rest of the material in. If it's a little too dry or a little too wet, you add more dry material. If it's not wet enough, you add a little bit more water. And I wanna make this a little bit soupy, because what I want to happen is I want to get in those crevices of that concrete. Can you hear me? It's fun. It's like mixing cake batter, man. It's like when mom would make cake and you get to lick. You just lick the little spinners.
It doesn't taste as good.
It doesn't taste the same. What you're looking for when you're working with your concrete, cement, or any kind of mortar is a nice consistency, a homogeneous mixture. Yep, that's what you want. Woo, looks good, looks good. Let's flick off the rest of that. What I also like to do is, the reason my tools stay good is you want to wash those tools. You want to go ahead and make sure you clean off your materials here, your implements. Just wash them off. This way, nothing bad happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Let's get over here. All right, let's see. This is, like I said, we got 2 bags of crete. So if we need another one, we'll mix it on up. But I want to start right here. And again, guys, not rocket science. We want to get it right in there. See, that's all we want. It does not have to be perfect. We're just trying to keep them in and keep them from actually, yeah, there you go. All right, that's good. I'm gonna get in there with a trowel in a minute, but I wanna go ahead, we gotta mix up another bag. Oh gosh, let's get that bag, dude. Okay, second, pour some right in here.
A little different consistency.
A little bit different, but it'll work. Here, let me get over here. Okay, now, normally you would use a trowel, but I'm just gonna go by hand. Just push that down, and that's gonna do it.
And then put the liquid, the softer stuff on top of it.
All right. That's it. We don't wanna mess with it too much. This is gonna be concealed. This will definitely keep us in good shape. And like I said, we're gonna go around the outside of it, and I'm gonna have more vinyl coated wire, so this will be completely dialed in. But good to know. Glad I found that out. So now we're gonna make sure that the integrity of the entire perimeter is solid, and that's that. So let this shore up overnight, let it cure a little bit, and I'll be back tomorrow without Matt, sadly, to finish this up. So the lizards are locked away. I need a break. I smell horrendous, and we're gonna remedy that right now. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. See you in a minute. All right, it looks like things have cured a bit here overnight, so what I'm gonna do is get back to it, and this looks like it's firmed up nice. I know no one's gonna be able to dig out. I'm also gonna walk around the outside perimeter here in a little bit and make sure that everything is sealed up nicely, and then make a plan as to what I'm gonna do to kind of reinforce this thing going forward. What's happened is I remember I had brought the level of the soil up in here, and so what that does is the soil touching the metal, it starts it to corrode, and after 18 years, that's not so bad. So it's just normal maintenance that has to happen with cages in general. So you always have to be on the lookout for things like that. So I'm glad I actually caught that. So, okay, right now we're going to go ahead and we are going to get this put underneath there, pile it up, get some rocks to hold the soil in place, and yeah, that's what I'm up to. Then I can let the little guys out for the day, and what I'll do is try and figure out what I'm gonna do with this ladder. I have to reinstall it somewhere so they can get up to their basking platform on top of their house. Okay, here we go. I wanted to stop and take this moment and show you something interesting I found. I was pulling up this rock right here, and I found this little worm snake, a little blind snake here. This is an actual snake. It looks like a worm, but it is, in fact, a snake. And you can tell it is a snake. It's, in fact, blind. It's hard to get a real good close-up, but it's blind. It's got a little tongue that's flicking out there. You'll see its little tongue flick out every now and again. He's a little nervous, but it is a snake. So this is really cool. And their front looks just like their back, and they'll actually poke you with the back of their tail there. They just give you a little poke because you think, oh my God, I'm getting bit. But it's a pretty little snake, a little blind worm snake here, and beautiful little guy. So we're gonna go ahead and put him back. He's been eating little tiny invertebrates that live underground. So let's go ahead and see about just kind of letting him slither off, perhaps over here for a little bit. He can kind of go find somewhere to hide in the mulch and stuff under there, and watch, they dig really well. And he'll disappear very nicely here. So pretty cool stuff, man. You never know what you're gonna find in the old camp. We got a lot of native animals, so that's pretty neat. So okay, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna pull some of these rocks out. We're gonna go move them over here to create a little bit of a retaining wall. We're gonna hide this. Happy if she digs in there, we're gonna tamp this down, and we're gonna make sure that this is compacted so she can actually dig in it. And to be honest, I don't care if she digs in here or digs there, wherever she feels comfortable to lay her eggs. I just don't want her digging underneath there. So, okay, we're gonna get back to it. A lot of rocks to move. All right, guys, so it's been a couple of days since I put in the new iguana laying area, and look at this. She's actually dug and filled in this hole. She's filled in the cave I made, and look, she's dug there too. So this is exactly what I wanted. She's already testing. I'm actually gonna have to get in here and see what exactly is going on. This is exactly what I wanted, friends. Let's see, is she actually in there? Let's check. Let's see if she's actually in there or not. This is so cool. We're gonna just have a look-see here. Okay, she's actually lying down with the male, and she looks pretty big. So this is kind of cool, guys. She's actually dug, oh my God, way into here. Now I don't actually feel any eggs, so let's pile this back up. She's definitely enjoying the new laying area, and how awesome is that, everyone? It's exactly what I wanted to have happen. She's dug a hole here. Look at this. Oh my God, it goes way down deep. That is so cool. That's what they do. They'll dig tunnels and lay their eggs at the end of the chamber. They'll make a chamber at the end, and then they'll go ahead and actually deposit the eggs in there. So this is exactly what I wanted. So this is the best possible outcome. She's already figured it out. She's figured out this is the best place to dig. I have now an area that is manageable, that I'll be able to dig in and find the eggs without too much problem. And once again, let's check this out, friends. She's looking kind of plump, don't you guys think? She's starting to look pretty plump there. So we love it. We love when we get gravid female iguanas. I think it's the coolest thing. Having baby lizards is fun. So all right, guys, I'll definitely keep you abreast of what's going on. Oh, you're gonna protect your buddy? Okay, don't worry, man. I won't bother you guys. It's early in the morning and they're still resting. So okay, everyone, there you go. We did something for our animals. We've retrofitted the enclosure, and don't forget, I'm gonna have to do another video where I go around this whole thing and totally seal it up, because I'm sure there's some weak spots, and we're gonna have to pay attention to that because we don't want animals getting out. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just giving you quick ideas how you can change things up for your lizards and make it more appealing for them to do what nature intended. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I'll see you again on another episode.